The new generation M1E3 Abrams tank of the U.S. Army is an incredible machine with many innovations, including auto-loading, a new gun that can penetrate a foot of titanium armor, a turret with advanced camouflage, an artificial intelligence system that detects threats and indicates who should be attacked, and much more. In short, the new Abrams is a machine for the most insane combat missions. So it's interesting to take a closer look at. Did you know that it was planned to arm the Abrams with a laser and give it the ability to control drones? And that it was supposed to be fully robotic and be sent to Ukraine? If not, then sit back and let me tell you about the latest M1E3 Abrams of the U.S. Army. I think it's no secret that the Abrams is one of the heaviest and most powerful tanks of our time. I don't know how exactly, but the engineers developing this masterpiece have managed to make a design that can withstand any threat. 67 tons of weight, steel armor, a 120mm huge cannon, and 4 professionals driving this machine. You must admit, looks intimidating. But even such a powerful weapon must be replaced one day, and so American engineers have set to work again, creating the M1E3, the next generation of Abrams. One of the most significant changes will be the installation of a new smoothbore gun, which will replace the old one for the first time in 30 years. It'll fire armor-piercing shells or even guided anti-tank missiles. Tests have shown that the Abrams gun is capable of hitting moving targets at a distance of up to 5 miles. It's also important that the tank will become lighter, weighing down to 60 tons, and the crew will be reduced from 4 to 3 members. Less weight means more speed, right? Exactly. And the speed of the new model will increase from 42 to 47 miles per hour.
It doesn't feel like you're driving 60 tons worth of metal. It doesn't feel that heavy.
Additional improvements include a remotely controlled turret system and auto-loading, which will reduce the amount of armor and improve crew protection. At least no one else will be hurt when the turret is hit. Most importantly, the tank will receive a new 30mm chain gun capable of shooting down drones, which will significantly increase its combat effectiveness and especially its defense. This is all thanks to the work of 3 key military engineers: General Norman, Colonel Thompson, and an unnamed aerospace engineer. All of them are studying the experience of the war in Ukraine to make the new tank more adapted to modern threats, including drone attacks. The new XM360 gun on the M1E3 Abrams tank is the same 120mm caliber as the old one, but is 1 ton lighter thanks to a composite barrel. And now it's time for some truly amazing technology, as the gun uses an electrothermal chemical ignition system, which allows for more precise control of projectile ignition, which improves range and accuracy. The gun is equipped with an automatic loader, which significantly improves the safety of the crew. They'll be able to stay in a separate compartment protected from ammunition, which will reduce the risks in the event of an explosion.
The primary weapon system for the M1A3 Abrams tank is the 120mm smoothbore cannon. You also have a 240 coaxial machine gun located in the gunner's seat. Right below that, you have the gunner's auxiliary sight, and above that, you have the gunner's primary sight and thermal viewer.
New tanks, like airplanes, are becoming an important tool for infantry. Previously, tanks were modernized by modifying old models. The M1A2 SEP V3 Abrams is one of the latest modernizations, which updated all systems, communications, GPS, thermal imagers, and fire control, while retaining the classic gun and turret. This approach saves millions of dollars, but such modernization does not last forever. What's interesting is that in 2013, the Abrams plant was closed because the question arose, do we need tanks at all? They're expensive, slow, and rarely used. Perhaps this would have been the right decision, but without tanks to defend the country, the enemy can easily break through the defense and enter the rear. Of course, fighter jets are great, I won't argue, but there's no one who can hold the line better than tanks. That's why in 2017, the plant started working again, gradually creating a new version of Abrams. Another interesting fact is that we might not have even seen the M1E3 we're talking about today. Do you know why? By 2023, the U.S. Army wanted to modernize the old Abrams, which would eventually weigh 75 tons and have a larger caliber gun. But given the reality, such a clumsy hulk would have performed much worse, and again, this became clear due to the war in Ukraine. By the way, the Russian T-14 tank was used as an example to create the new model. The 2019 terms of reference mention it 14 times as a key threat against which the U.S. was developing its new systems. And let's take a look at an example. Did the United States manage to make a decent tank, or is it only pretty on paper? So let's imagine a situation in which an M1E3 Abrams is up against a T-14. For the sake of fairness, let's place the tanks at a distance of 6 miles from each other. The speed of the T-14 reaches 52 miles per hour on the highway, while the Abrams is slightly inferior with its 47 miles per hour, so the Russian tank will be able to take a favorable position faster. But it won't help. If you remember, Abrams is capable of firing guided missiles at a distance of up to 5 miles, which means that if Armata appears on the radar for even a second, an armor-piercing missile will immediately come at it. And there's no need for precise guidance, because the flight course can be adjusted on the fly. However, the Armata will not collapse from one shot. It has active malachite armor that will protect it from the first hit. There's a chance to change position and counterattack, but the Armata's range is 4 miles. There are 2 ways out: either take a chance and catch the second shell, or use the drones that the crew has at their disposal. Of course, the choice is obvious, and the Russian tank will launch several kamikaze drones. But even here, there's a problem because Abrams was given a cannon against drones. A few seconds to shoot down the annoying flies and 1 more shot to destroy their nest. As you can see, in a fair fight, the Abrams is indeed head and shoulders above the T-14. But in a real war, such events are unlikely. Nevertheless, the U.S. will continue to improve the M1E3 until it's perfect. For example, there are plans to install a second gun on the back of the hull, but this time it'll be a laser gun. It'll help to shoot down drones and disable helicopter equipment. Later on, Russian kamikaze drone tried to destroy the Abrams tank in Ukraine. This event is the most popular among military experts. You'll be surprised to see who wins in this unforeseen confrontation between ground and air vehicles. Did the drone succeed in fulfilling its explosive and destructive mission, or did the Abrams manage to outwit and destroy the enemy? I'll tell you about the incredible battle tactics used by modern drones and tanks so that you can understand what's really going on in these confrontations where human lives are at stake. To begin with, let me introduce you to the participants of the fight. The Russian Scalpel kamikaze drone is an advanced weapon designed to engage armored targets with high accuracy. These drones are equipped with advanced guidance systems, including optoelectronic and infrared sensors, which allows them to effectively detect and attack even well-protected targets such as Abrams tanks. The tanks have just recently arrived in a small batch in Ukraine and have already entered the battle. This is a legendary combat vehicle known for its powerful armor and the best performance in modern warfare. It has a 51-inch armor, a speed of almost 43 miles per hour, and the power of a huge 120mm cannon. All this is put together by the best engineers. It's a battle between real professionals, and I'm sure you'll be impressed by the outcome. The battlefield where this epic confrontation took place is located in a strategically important area in eastern Ukraine. This is an area where every square foot of land is important when it comes to tactical aspects. Ukrainian troops are strengthening their positions, realizing that holding this area would give them a significant advantage in future operations. For Russia, control of this region would mean the possibility of breaking through the Ukrainian defense line and further advancing into the country. The Ukrainian side realized that the success of the operation largely depended on deterring the Russian offensive forces. The Abrams tanks were deployed 1 mile from the base at a key defense position. This American combat behemoth is equipped with an active defense system that can shoot down incoming missiles and shells at a distance of 3,280 feet from the tank, and its 1,500 horsepower engine helps it move quickly over difficult terrain. In addition, its crew is armed with a portable anti-aircraft system to protect against air threats.
There's no tank out there that is more lethal, more maneuverable, more ability to provide shock effect on the battlefield.
The Russian side, realizing the power of the Abrams, was preparing a series of strikes using scalpel drones. The tactic was simple but effective. Several drones simultaneously fly at targets, creating false signals and distracting air defense systems. The main targets are tanks, artillery systems, and command posts. Although the range is 37 miles, there are not many trajectory options, but it's enough to get to the target flying around several air defense systems.
A combination of an artillery and a drone that has got the capabilities of both.
A tense silence reigned on the battlefield. The Ukrainian soldiers waited with bated breath for the Russian drones to come into view. They realized that any delay could cost them their lives. The commanders gave their last orders, clarifying positions and preparing artillery support in case of a massive attack. On the other side, the Russian drone operators were watching the monitors intently, preparing for the decisive moment. They knew that every second could change the outcome of the battle. The first kamikaze drone took off, followed by several more. The decisive moment came. The Scalpel hovered silently at an altitude of 4 kilometers, rapidly approaching its target. It remained invisible to Ukrainian radar due to the deteriorating weather. The Abrams was in position, hidden behind the ruins of an old building as if waiting to be struck. Its powerful armor, reinforced by an active defense system, gave the crew confidence, but they knew the enemy was unpredictable. The warning system began to sound alarms. Something was approaching fast. The tank commander ordered all crew members to take up combat positions in preparation for a possible air attack.
It's very, very silent. It's very, very quiet.
The Scalpel went lower, scanning the target and selecting the least protected zone for the attack. But suddenly, the Abrams' active defense system detected an approaching object and automatically launched countermeasures. Powerful volleys were fired in the direction of the drone, trying to knock it off course, but the Scalpel, though hit, continued to break through the last obstacles on its way to its target due to inertia. A moment later, the drone crashed into the tank. There was an explosion, smoke, and fire. A few seconds later, Abrams emerged from the smoke, damaged but not broken. It managed to take a few more hits while the other drones were shot down by air defense forces. The crater where the Ukrainian Abrams tank had been standing was a silent testament to the destructive power that a seemingly compact drone can unleash. But it was also a testament to the strength of the tank and the Ukrainian soldiers inside. For the drone operators who were sitting at consoles hundreds of miles away from the battlefield, the moment came when they realized that they had just delivered one of the most significant strikes against Ukrainian forces, but even that did not help. At the same time, the crew of the Abrams tank was shocked and disturbed. Despite all the precautions taken, the tank's innovative equipment could not fully protect them from the deadly attack. The explosion disrupted the operation of most of the systems. However, thanks to careful training and professionalism, the crew managed to get out alive, which is not the case with the tank itself. It was another lesson that even the most advanced equipment can be vulnerable to new types of weapons. The officers who survived the attack realized that they'd have to urgently adapt their tactics and consider additional measures to protect themselves from such drones in the future. This incident showed that kamikaze drones pose a serious threat in modern conflicts. The Ukrainian commanders realized that even such powerful and well-protected vehicles as the Abrams could fall victim to relatively cheap but effective drones. This case was a signal to revise defense strategies and increase investment in drone countermeasures. On the other hand, the success of the Scalpel drone confirmed the power of such military tools. Russian forces saw this attack as an example of how their methods of warfare can be quite effective.
It is a one-and-done drone.
Thus, this fight not only turned out to be an important part of a particular battle, but also became an important lesson for both sides, affecting the further course of the war and the formation of military strategies for the future. This is the end of the video. I'd love to hear what you think about this incident. Do you think Abrams could have avoided the damage altogether, or are the drones too strong and fast? It'll be interesting to read. Also, don't hesitate to like and subscribe because it won't take much time, but it will show that I'm not trying in vain. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.